So, I'm a drummer, and I love Genshin Impact. For me, the whole experience of getting into Genshin and exploring the world of Teyvat has been one of my favorite experiences I've ever had in gaming. That being said, I'm not a day one Genshin player. In fact, I didn't start playing until close to the release of Sumeru. So I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to go back and rewatch every trailer released all the way up through 5.0 for Natlan. I've only seen, I don't know, maybe like half of these due to the time that I started playing the game myself. So I'm really excited to take a journey through and listen to the music and see how that has evolved with animations and promotion and everything like that. Hope you're looking forward to a little trip down nostalgia lane here. Although I guess half of this won't be nostalgia for me because I've never seen it.
The Windborn Outlander. As you set off on your journey,
how awesome is it, man? 1.0. You got Venti narrating.
Has meaning.
Defeating that monster might remove this strange, weird current seal thingy around the Statue of the Seven.
The old Paimon voice? That's kind of jarring to hear. It's cool seeing the characters showcased for 1.0 too, you know? It's like... Actually, Beidou is a little unexpected, because I don't think... Was she even out in version 1.0?
Venti, the bard that sits around doing nothing all day?
He was once such a gentle child.
There's something about the music that they used early in the game with Mondstadt. It's just got this really great, clean feel to it.
I will not stand for such impertinence.
To ashes!
Oh, no, there's Beidou. She must have been playable at 1.0.
Eat this! Let's dance!
Just hearing the voice
if I
line.
tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me? Time for takeoff!
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Hey, I thought the time for takeoff. Is that still one of his voice lines? Did that make it into the final cut of the game?
Swear by my sword.
This is so cool, man. All the OG burst animations. How cool. Now that's a beautiful shot. Oh, Liyue. Take me back to Liyue. Nice. All right, so what's next? 1.1, yeah? Now, it's worth noting, we're not going to like pause and break down the music for every one of these trailers. This is just kind of like going back and checking out what the game was like before I really got into it and watching the evolution. So it's not going to be the same yap fest that it usually is. But I will say, Mondstadt's music has a nice nostalgia to it.
This is the largest one we've
Liyue
seen so
for me
far.
is like tops. I love Liyue music. Those Jade Chamber cutscenes were crazy.
Farewell, old friend.
I am
Oh!
the least adept with the bow, and that is precisely why I must master it.
Oh! Oh, damn! The Tartaglia showcase.
Nothing can be accomplished without rules or standards.
Man, Zhongli is one of my favorite characters. I often think about how cool it would have been there to be there when he first released as a playable character. Damn, so wait, this patch was big on the shields. 3 out of the 4 new characters make shields. What this silly troll just pop up there for? Oh, damn. And that picture goes hard, too. Unfortunately for me, every one of these videos opens with closed captions on by default.
Story of Durin in this mountain.
And I can't turn it off.
Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts.
Oh,
which is a most
this was the
curious
Dragon Spine
phenomenon.
patch.
In fact,
I'm not gonna lie, when I first started
believe that
playing the
very
game,
sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it.
I hated
As
Dragon
such,
Spine.
Who could I find to help me if not you?
So for a player like me, I'm not a new player anymore, but as someone who wasn't a day one player, I hate seeing this because it's showcasing like story around festering desire in Albedo, and I'll never get to experience that story or get that weapon, but hey, this is the closest I'll get. This feels very new to me. Because not only have I never seen the trailer from this early in the game, but I know nothing about that weapon and the story around it and Albedo or anything, and I never will.
But I don't think I'm any genius.
Is that the Cinnabar spindle that he's using? Speaking of other things I'll never know anything about.
My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis.
All hail!
It's really cool seeing at what point in the game these older characters released, because I never had any idea. And that Ganyu burst animation reminds me of how awesome the music is in the Ganyu demo.
It's
Ooh.
so nice to de-stress.
Nice. Pretty shot right there.
I made a new discovery while sketching nearby. There's an area up ahead that's quite remarkable. The truth of this world. What could it be?
Nice. Oh, what a horrible weapon choice, though. Man, I hated that domain. So when I started playing the game, it was version 2.6. So Ayato had just come out, and then that was the never-ending Ayaka rerun that went on for ages because of the COVID shutdowns. And so I ended up with Ayato and Ayaka very early in the game, and you go to that artifact domain to get the Blizzard Strayer and the Heart of Depths, both good artifact sets for them, and I spent so much time in that domain, and I hated it so damn much. I still do. Yeah, this music's cool though. Cool weapon. And you got that electric guitar, just kind of wailing back there.
Was the two of us meeting really a good thing?
That's cool. It's interesting to see like the font choices and the way that that's all stylized there at the tail end, because like there's just so much more polish nowadays. Lantern Right, the first one ever, huh? And I saw Shao in the thumbnail, so I assume this is when he released.
Lantern. How is it made? Wow.
Lantern
So
Right
many
music always goes
styles.
hard too. Ooh. Oh, nice.
Try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
Nice.
There seems to be something mysterious.
Beautiful
about
ass
this
music
correct
right there.
apparatus.
If you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you?
So good.
Their voices.
I was about to say, interesting that they had such pretty uplifting music to showcase Xiao. No, it immediately went back to the intense music.
Do not judge a dead die.
I think this is literally the music from his demo.
Cry.
If it's not the exact music from his demo, it's a reprisal of sorts for him, because his demo music is iconic. Is that a tower defense mode? I want to say, I think I've seen another tower defense mode since I started playing, but I'm not sure that I have. Maybe there was one in Sumeru, now that I think about it. I think I used Nahida, the Primordial Jade Cutter. Damn, that's a weapon I still don't have. You never see it anymore. Oh, the music. Oh, they're showcasing all the elemental changes. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. I thought it was over.
Paimon will help you find her, and we'll spend the next lantern right together.
Oh, I see. Brother-sister story teasing. A lot of times I forget that that's like the backbone of the story in Genshin, is the pursuit of your sibling. Oh, 1.4, so we go right from Lantern right into Windbloom, huh? I guess I never realized, I don't know if that's how it always goes. It's kind of cool to see these like
Traveler,
large-scale
the
iconic
Mondstadt
events
Wind
being
Bloom
marketed and
Festival.
showed for the first
Do you
time.
like it?
See, there's that Mondstadt music again. There's just something really nice and calming about it. I don't know.
Come on, put your skills to the
Smooth
test.
acoustic. Oh, this game mode looks distinctly unfun. I gotta say, maybe I'm glad I missed this.
Come enjoy the Wind Bloom Festival.
All right, now this looks pretty fun. Look at the explosions. But little like walking, dodging while walking simulator. Oh man, count me out.
Go adventure with you? Just like we do if
Oh, the
I was
introduction
on
of
your adventure
Hangouts.
team?
I didn't realize those weren't in the
Could I
game
ask
at
you for
launch.
Some guidance on my chivalric
The
training?
Noel
I'm
Hangout.
still feeling quite
Truly
uncomfortable.
iconic.
I feel much better now.
Well, it's a little embarrassing to say, but... look out!
Unofficial business?
How's the research going?
Nice music. That's the wind bloom sound right there, isn't it?
Don't overdo
Oh.
it. Let me take care
Rosaria
of it.
Showcase. Oh my god, the music.
I hear you've got a job.
It's so electronic. I don't know that we really heard this much electronic music in Genshin.
Lights out.
Prior to this, was this like the originator of the electric sound for Genshin OSTs? I guess Ganyu's music was pretty electronic, wasn't it? Knowing that she came out that early in the game. Damn, this is cool. That quest was cool. That quest was really cool. God, dude, the music. Electric guitar, bro. Hello. Sometimes hearing the sounds, like the soundscape that they use, is so fun.
We will meet again.
Some things have changed a lot and some things haven't changed that much. It's just really cool to see how it was all these years ago before I was even playing.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago.
This is the
There were a few men who came through
Azdaha
here
patch?
carrying
Yeah.
baskets and picks.
What a
I
great
guess
story.
That could have been them. And there was a child.
And the
staggering
music.
in front
Woo!
of them.
Actually, this is pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, the Azdaha boss theme was the first drummer reaction video that I did on my channel. That was the beginning of my transition from like general gameplay and stuff, and actually generally competitive gameplay. I used to play competitive games before I got into all this. But yeah, it was the Azdaha battle theme that began the transition into a music-centric account. So this is super cool to see.
This is I,
Looking back into time. You say Azdaha? Azdaha. No way, I'm not pronouncing it like that. Not now, not ever.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you.
Classic voice line, man.
You stand upon
And the
your
music. Filthy.
Quake.
There is a fine line between good and evil.
This is order. It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me. So here
What is
lies
that
the
arrow
wisdom of the
blazing back there?
gods. To dust.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, now the electric
martial
guitar.
arts? Ready for
Oh, the
trial.
Anfei release. Ha!
Incinerate.
Again, I guess I thought she was a day one character too.
Breath of the flame.
Oh, she would kick ass against the cryo cube.
Well, I guess I've mastered both the pen and the sword.
People tell me that
Oh,
if I just
Eula
love more
release.
softly, others may find it easier to forgive me. But the only reason they think that way is because
Being a
they've never
Mondstadt
been
character, I
bred
guess in my mind I thought she was like early in the game, but not the case. What is this, 1.6? Are we 1.5? Yeah. The music, bro. We got that cha-cha acoustic guitar. Oh, yeah.
Vengeance will be
Little
mine.
action waltz. That's what we'll call that genre of music.
This
in the
Serenity
teapot.
Pot
Wow.
is all yours now.
This was a jacked update. The Abyss story. The OG nuke in the game, Eula coming out.
Oh, you needn't
Azdaha
worry about
story.
that. I've already
In the
arranged
teapot.
for
Wait. This was the Abyss one, right? No, this was just Azdaha. Okay, just Azdaha, not the Abyss one. That was the prior.
Certain
Ignore
little
that, but
helper
still.
to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Happy little teapot music. That's what we like to hear. Does anybody actively use their teapot? I basically just threw mine together to cap out the rewards. I'm not gonna lie. Mine is not decorated for like looking good or hanging out in. But man, you see some of these and like I've seen some crazy teapots. It is a cool function. Just because I don't make proper use of it doesn't mean I don't like it. It means I'm lazy. Oh. Beautiful. Oh my god, I love that instrument. Damn, this is a long one. We're getting our money's worth here. Dude. Oh, that was sick. So this is version 1.6, which was the end of version 1, right?
I want to ask for some time off because I want to go somewhere.
Version 1 only went through 1.6. Oh, the summer skins.
I still have a promise to keep to Klee.
We need more skins in the game, let's be honest. It's like they hate money or something. Those fish won't blast themselves? What you mean, girl?
And need to go to a certain place. Protocol is very important to me.
Oh, this is the first Golden Apple event.
Coming along to the rolling waves, it's so romantic.
It has something of the unknown about it, and
That is some jumpy, bubbly music.
And yet,
Nice.
mystery is all part of its beauty.
I need to bring Jumpy Dumpties, Dodoko, and myself. Let's go!
That's a recipe for destruction, Klee. I love it. Let it rip. That was so cute. Now you got that acoustic guitar strumming fast and loose in the background. Look at her running. Oh my god, she's about to ruin their whole careers from the roof. I freaking love Klee. Nice. Hey, that was oozing feel-good summer vibes.
Wicked girl of flame, you have finally arrived. I've waited far too long. You dare face me, though such courage is admirable. But it is now meaningless because...
Oh, Inazuma teaser. Oh, dude, this would have been so hype. My least favorite boss in the entire game. I hate the Magu Kinky. I hate that kinky man. But this would have been so hype if you were playing at the time. Kansas is getting absolutely gangbanged right now. Dude, the whole squad's out. Blasting on him. Not the triple kinkies. No! The worst!
When the vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
Oh, big Inazuma teasers.
Talents, and hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
The vision is missing.
Inazuma music, baby!
Sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. The winds are coming.
Clouds high, the birds come!
Ooh.
In the outset, supposing
I was gonna
each
say,
of
is that
7
all the
archons
Kazuha
have their
showcase we
criteria
get?
for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. The voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
How sick. How can you imagine? I guess some of you might have been there, you know, from day one and actually experienced that in the heat. But man, that would have been so freaking hype.
Mondstadt is
All right,
the city
version
of freedom,
2.0.
and
This would have been a
Lima is the
big
city of
one.
contracts.
I'm excited to
As
see.
for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity.
Yep.
Almighty Shogun,
That's the vibe.
focused exclusively
That's the
on
vibe.
our single goal of implementing eternity.
I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
That build. Oh.
When a
You know
person's
it's about to
ambition
get
reaches a
nasty.
certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition.
Aw, Inazuma character teasers.
It must be a possession, right?
I see.
Damn, dude, that beat.
Reminds me.
So
it
intense.
seems that his vision was recently confiscated.
It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing.
For to be stripped
Rest in
of
peace,
one's vision
Tepe.
is to be stripped of one's ambition. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back
I imagine the
desperately against his
barking that
predicament,
happened
it does nothing
seeing
to prevent
Yaimiko on screen for the
descent
first
into
time.
depths.
All the Mirror Maidens came out with Inazuma.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the Almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are
Oh my gosh, the
inconsequential,
Sakura
at
blooms.
present in Inazuma.
I farmed
And the
so
name of
many
the
of
vision
those for Ayaka and Ayato when I
people's
finally unlocked
aspirations are being
Inazuma.
senselessly trampled underfoot. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent.
This
to
sounds
the
like an Ayaka
situation
showcase building
without
up right
also
now.
remaining indifferent to our own fate.
Oh yeah.
Now, it is time for me to honor my word. I await your instruction.
Ooh.
My apologies.
I love that her, you know, the canonical weapon for her used in this trailer is actually a great choice for her. I still use that weapon on my Ayaka.
Tantamount to challenging a deity.
Oh.
When you are ready,
The
go to
Acheron circle
Samizard
thing.
and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Yoimiya enjoyers, rise up, y'all! Yoimiya music.
I'm Yoimiya.
You know what was coming. Rock and roll.
Fire hazard.
Acoustic drums, electric guitar, distorted.
Sanya, Shumatsubari at your disposal.
The breakdown.
Away I go.
Inazuma music is so cool.
In addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together
How
under
sick.
Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance.
Oh, this is a hell of a trailer.
Remove all threats to eternity by order of the Almighty Shogun.
They've barely even shown the Shogun.
Ontario Commission. She's
Have they
also
shown her at
Shogun
all
Army.
yet?
The resistance never betrays its own.
A ceremony, you say?
I bet they like
Why would such a task
do a
be left
really
to the
badass
Ontario
brief teaser of Raiden.
My comrades.
Oh, dude. Oh my gosh.
You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Oh, dude. Can you imagine being there? Some of you were there. Oh, that would have been so crazy. Holy crap. That was a badass trailer. That's how you do a version trailer. Dang.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we did it.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned.
Recently, Recently, some of our soldiers started showing
Watatsumi
symptoms of
music is
accelerated
so
aging.
nice.
If that's the case,
It and Economy of both,
peace talks are
honestly.
likely a trap.
Hydro Hypostasis? I love that enemy. Why do I love that enemy? Well, because I didn't start playing the game until like right around when Dendro came out, and Dendro makes that enemy easy as pie.
The way people charge in here as they please.
I don't know if people were on the struggle bus with that enemy prior to getting access to Dendro. Oh, rest in peace, Senora. Gamers, leave a comment. What are we thinking about the odds of Senora being resurrected in Natlan?
Not even ashes will remain.
Senora boss theme, crazy as hell too.
Protects Madame Cujo!
I will do everything within
Again,
my
that was
power
one of the
to
videos that
defend my
really
family's honor.
lifted the channel when I switched to music content.
Storm the front.
You Cujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui.
I think it's specifically about songs when I transition to music content. The Azdaha theme, Senora theme, and the Scaramouche boss theme. So it's going to be cool when we get to Scaramouche as well. Granted, that's more recent, but nonetheless, it's going to feel nostalgic to me at that point. Oh. That smooth bass line.
Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory.
A Kazuha moment, man.
Indulge my curiosity.
Incredible.
What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again?
Oh, is that when writing came out? 1.1?
Shine down.
Or, excuse me, 2.1. I thought the Archons usually came out in the 0.2 patch. Or maybe that's just more recently. I guess I didn't realize that was always a thing. Other than, you know, it's version 1 and then 1.1. We got the 2 Archons then. At the start of the
Surely
game.
you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you?
That's it. Just like that. Eternity stretches things out over
That's
a long
quite the
time.
voice line.
But each
There he
moment within
is.
it becomes all the more fragile.
The Balladeer. It's kind of funny we just mentioned the Scaramouche boss theme. Whoa, that picture's crazy! You!
You know,
That's some crazy ass key art right there. Wow, that might make it
Did
into
you
the
happen to see
thumbnail.
how the city looked on the way over here? Everyone's getting ready for the Moon Chase Festival. I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs. If possible, I'd like you to be my culinary consultants.
There is one dish that perhaps you could try making for me.
We have
This feels like
two
an event
extraordinary
showcase,
talents this
but they're
year.
still doing like
I'm interested to see their choice of dishes.
cuts of footage and voiceovers, so I don't know. We don't skip this.
Commence.
We can't skip
Begin.
it. Oh, and then and then it just leads right into this. All right, whatever. 2.2. See, here we're kind of catching up
As soon as the melody began,
to the point when I started
my
playing.
mind began to drift, and I could hear the sound of someone playing along with me.
Also, quick note, gamers. Apologies if you've noticed a little bit of inconsistency in the audio. Some of these trailers are, at least on my end, in my earphones, some of them are notably louder than the others. The volume isn't totally equalized across all of them, so I'm trying to adjust the volume at which it's being recorded so that it doesn't sound horrible on you guys' end. But sometimes it might be a little loud, sometimes it might be a little quiet. Apologies if it's glaringly obvious to you guys.
Never thought I'd run into familiar
Shinyan
faces
says,
so
"Screw
far,
that,
Paul."
brother!
This place.
I'm here to honky tonk."
My dominion.
It's the scent of monsters, the aroma of battle.
Yeah, I love every time Tartaglia is involved. The music gets so intense. Oh, the Watatsumi Claymore is so cool.
With Shikifuda and Onmyoto.
Ah, the monsters here are strong. Fierce fighting awaits us. It would appear that this place is some sort of combat training ground.
I
There's
love
nothing but
combat
fighting and
events.
slaughter
Tell
to
me
be
more,
had here.
child. Tell me more.
Now that we're all here, what do you say we get to the bottom of this? Where are we headed this time?
Oh, I guess I hadn't even realized Toma didn't even come out until 2.2? 2 patches in? I guess I always assumed you got him early in Inazuma as like our guide. I guess he kind of strikes me as the kind of character you would get for free at the start of the patch, but I guess that wasn't the case. Oh, great story. Great story. Frustrating to navigate with the fog and having to be so linear with how you go about the island while going through the quest, but that's a great ass quest. Inazuma World quests in general were fantastic. That's a cool shot. That's a really cool shot. Did I see Albedo in this thumbnail again?
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me.
So there's
Protecting my
Goru.
soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going
Ooh,
on
you hear
the
that
attack.
electric guitar
The
coming
key
in?
to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle.
That's
and
such an
employing the
epic
right
lost
tactics
fight.
to generate momentum.
When again, a little bit of extra nostalgia here.
You never know what's around the corner.
I think Ito, I don't know if Ito, when he released, I guess we'll find out, but I think he had a rerun in version 2.8, because that's when Kuki Shinobu released, and I wanted Kuki Shinobu, so I pulled for Kuki Shinobu. This was like very soon after I first started playing, and I got Ito before I got Kuki Shinobu, and I hadn't unlocked this part of the map yet. This was back in the old days. Any of the older Genshin gamers remember like how badly the world was quest locked, and you couldn't reach certain areas until you'd done like a certain string of world quests. Inazuma in particular was horrible about that. So the homies, usually like my Discord mods, would let me join their world so we could farm this boss together since I couldn't do it in my own world. And that's what we had to do for Ito. That's a good memory right there.
Recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Ito. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
Oh, they're talking about Ito. So is this when Ito came out?
Come on, men. We won't get away this time.
That
Just
music.
pick yourself up, Arataki. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. When it gets torn, this place goes
This
up in
is
smoke.
intense music.
Ah, that idiot Oni. What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
My man Ito. So shoot, if he released in 2.3 and then he reran again in either 2.8 or 2.7, I guess I don't quite remember. That was a pretty quick turnover rate. I remember people were upset at that time because Kazuha hadn't rerun yet.
Shut up, would ya?
That was badass.
The transcendent and miraculous.
I don't know what
are not the only
cutscene
things
that's
to which
from.
human
I've
beings
never
aspire.
seen that cutscene
They
before, though.
pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever
So we do have
imagined.
Albedo. I guess there would have
This
been
mountain we stand
Albedo
on is a
propaganda
cradle of life's profoundest mysteries.
to sell him alongside
Vast,
Ito and
terrifying
Goru.
hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there's much to explore beneath the icy exterior.
Are you here to build a snowman too?
Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know
Dramatic
the identity
music.
of our thief.
I don't know what
Please take care.
stories involved
Dragon's Spine
here.
has become more dangerous than it used to be.
Yeah, it sounds very dangerous, very dark.
Avalanche!
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing?
Huh? What the hell was that? Bennett's getting involved. So, was that the patch with the Albedo story regarding him and like his clone or twin or whatever? I gotta say, all things like Genshin Impact, props to them. They've made like a ton of quality of life improvements. One that they really need to implement, like in Star Rail, you can go back and replay story events, you know, like story quest from these specific patch-specific events, so you don't have to actually miss the story or the rewards. There are a lot of these I would be genuinely interested in being able to go back and replay, because like especially watching this stuff and seeing them is like, yo, that looked pretty badass. I hate that I missed it, and I hate that I'll never get to experience it. But hey, we can experience a little bit right now, can't we?
That's a huge project.
That's a huge project. He's right, though.
The Jade Chamber belongs in the sky amongst the clouds.
And see, that was a good quest, too. So this would have been Shenhe, right? Shenhe
When
release?
I first set foot in the Jade Chamber,
I stood at the edge
What is
of
this,
the platform
2.3? 2.4,
and looked
okay.
down upon Liyue Harbor, far below. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time.
Very selfless of you, Ning
I hope the
Wong.
Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace.
I love Lantern Ride events.
Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time.
I can't say I fully experienced all of them, but like, I'm a sucker for nostalgic Liyue music.
Enjoying the fireworks and enjoying the view of Liyue Harbor.
And the cutscenes are always awesome. That Lantern Rite motif. Oh, Yunjin released too. The music. Yeah.
And step. Flex out. Observe. The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? It's the story
Nice.
of a girl becoming a hero.
Perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be.
Shinhan Joyous Rise Up. So damn, this was a patch of great supports.
Transfiguration.
Yunjin and Shinha.
Master's bidding.
Nice. Nice. Oh, that's great key art. Lantern Rite key art always goes hard as well. Ooh, spoopy. Spoopy now.
The fate of this world.
Oh, is that in Kanamiya? It is. Damn, that's a pretty loaded patch too, then Lantern Rite and Enkanomiya release?
Let the flames of redemption burn.
I need to do a video specifically for Enkanomiya music, because it really is special. I mean, I would love the opportunity to just go through and listen to selections from that soundtrack. That's a tricky-ass boss fight until you get the hang of it.
It's not going to be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it
Oh
on
man,
their
this cutscene too. Oh. Splat.
If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
Remembering that story and that cutscene for this trailer, this teaser, that was an awesome sneak peek at that quest and those cutscenes. That was sick. All right, 2.5.
Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled.
I know that this is when Yaimiko came out because I started playing in version 2.6. So this will be the last one that I have never seen. And after this, it'll be like an actual trip down memory lane for me, not just picking up on bits of nostalgia from quests and characters that I played, but like actually seeing these trailers. But I know this is when Yaimiko came out because as I started playing Genshin, I was like, oh, dude, Yaimiko, cool character, looks really great. Love the character, can't wait to pull her. And everybody watching the streams was like, yeah, she just came out. It's gonna be a while before you can try and get her again. I was like, damn it.
There have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before. Strange monsters and all engulfing
More
darkness.
awesome Enkanomiya
So
music.
you're here to help resolve this,
What's with you joining forces with them? I would say this is a nice surprise, but it's really not that surprising.
Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now.
Here's hoping I have the chance.
This tower seems to hear my wishes.
That music, man.
Do not come any closer.
Do you honestly have another choice?
Wow. Enkanomiya had some great puzzles too. I really like the puzzles in Enkanomiya, like switching between the light and dark.
Oh, Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Great cutscene right there.
You're all right, little one. You look a little nervous.
Yeah, a little. Oh!
Now you've got my attention.
Oh! The music!
Right now. Come on out. Is that all? I'm always watching.
Good. With this power,
So excited.
no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Those Inazuma builds with the light drums.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Something seems wrong with A.
Oh, was that the start of the A story quest? Or maybe the conclusion of her story quest?
I'm placing my god in your capable hands. Please.
Yeah, because that led up to the boss fight. So that'd be the
You
conclusion.
wish to make yourself my enemy?
Great freaking boss fight, man.
I am the everlasting Lord, the guardian of eternity.
The music. Again, this had to have been so hyped to experience it in real time. In the moment when it was relevant and new and fresh. Oh my god, seeing the boss redesign, woo! That would have been so fun. Watching these, especially with this being the last one that I hadn't already seen myself, it really makes me wish I could have been a day one player. It really does. Lesbian lovers! Great key art right there. Alright, so 2.6. This is where my Genshin journey started. I think I've seen this video.
It's so beautiful.
Then again, I may not have actually watched it.
Things I've never seen before.
Oh lord. Who let Cleon to Inazuma?
What interesting things
Raiden's
you might
gonna
see at
regret
the
opening the borders real soon.
Edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
I think that, if I remember correctly, the Vibro Crystal event happened during this version, right? Because I got to play it and I got to use like all these trial characters and experience like some new, I guess they were new to me, you know, they were 5-star characters that I never got to use before, and it was so cool. I loved that. That was literally one of the things that sold me on the game, was getting to experience these other characters and be like, yeah, I want that character. That's a good memory.
The most crucial elements. Inspiration.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Homeboy's been throwing him down. What's new?
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayata.
So fun story. Seeing now Venti being involved in the story here for the event. Venti was the first 5-star that I ever pulled.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait.
I won the 50-50, didn't realize that that was a big deal. And so then when I went, this was the key art that was on the Genshin launcher when I downloaded it. It's like, this picture is jam-packed full of nostalgia for me. So when I pulled Venti, I was like, okay, sick. I didn't realize like it was really great that I won the 50-50. And then I pulled for Ayato, mostly because I wanted Xiangling constellations. I remember Xiangling was the 4-star on that banner, that series of banners. So I was like, well, I want to pull, you know, I think I was aiming for C4 Xiangling at that point, because that was a really good one for her, especially early in the game. It's like, all right, bro, I need 1 copy of Xiangling and I'm good to go. Might as well pull on Ayato's banner in case I get him. Well, pulling for Xiangling, I got Ayato and Diluc, got double 5 stars, won the 50-50 and lost it simultaneously in the same 10 pull, and definitely didn't realize how awesome that was back at that time. But man, great memories from Genshin 2.6. That's awesome just to think about and look back on that.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are
and the release of the Kazmussi,
then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the
because then the
Abyss
next
Order
patch
has
was
their
a
eyes
big
on this
chasm
location.
story with Yelan and Xiao.
As the heli drills go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy.
The music in the chasm is really cool too. It's like, if the music of Enkanomiya is kind of like beautiful, like a beautiful haunting sound, the chasm is just like a dark haunting sound. Really cool how they built the atmosphere musically for this area.
Kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that
I mean, you
even
can
as we
hear it right
speak,
now.
The Abyss Order is watching our every move.
And that was a really cool story.
conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
The music. I hated that boss though. I had to fight the hell out of that boss for Yelan and Kuki Shinobu. That was like my first real introduction to time-wasting bosses in Genshin. Man, that was fun. What a trip down memory lane. I hadn't seen that video. At least I don't think I had. If I did, I don't remember it. That was like nostalgia overload from when I first started playing the game. How cool. Oh, and also I skipped ahead a little bit to see, and this was the Vibro Crystal research event, and it was so much fun because I got to use Albedo, Jean, Kaching, Xiao. It was, oh man, what a great time. That's a great memory. And now 2.7.
My father.
The release of Yelan, my favorite character, and I literally just yesterday, prior to recording this video, I don't know when this video will get uploaded, but yesterday prior to recording this video, I pulled C6 Yelan, and I'm super excited. My favorite character in the game, my favorite character to play. I got C6 just gradually pulling on every rerun banner that she had. And she was the first character in the game where I was like, I'm gonna grind. Absolutely grind for this character. I got her, the weapon. It was, oh, such a good memory.
Finally learned the truth of what happened back then.
And this is when I like really got into the game.
Is chaotic here.
So much nostalgia.
If you stay here too long, this space may well devour you.
Again, you got that dark, haunting music of the chasm.
Something seems to have
and that cast for that quest, dude, Ito, Shinobu, Yanfei, Yelan, and Xiao, that was a great cast. The interactions with those characters were so good.
I'll figure out the rest.
Ooh, a little reprisal of the Yelan theme.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
I watched this version trailer and I was like, yep, and then I was like, yep again. Two of my favorite characters. I take them with me everywhere, Yelan and Shinobu.
Our bond is strong.
And you know, it's hard to say. Maybe it's a matter of nostalgia, you know, like these were like the first two characters I really wanted. They were the first two new characters that came out after I started playing. And maybe it was just like all that nostalgia from that time. But I use these characters all the time. Hyper Bloom teams, everything you can think of. I take Shinobu everywhere. If Dendro's involved, so is Shinobu. For Yelan, it's literally like if Pyro. I take her on freeze teams, vape teams. I literally take Yelan everywhere. This is so cool seeing their initial character showcases like this.
No, it's still alive. Why would you become like this?
Oh, the puzzles with Xiao. Yeah. I forgot about that.
No way. Was that who I think it was? Something's not right. Something's wrong with this domain. Leave now. Get out of there.
Spooky.
I lured you here to this underground space because I found your weakness. Die here with me.
That was a fun series of domains and puzzles, and that key art is one of my all-time favorites, and 100% because of nostalgia. 100%, and it's got my favorite character showcased. Love that. Absolutely love that. And now 2.8, the end of Inazuma, leading up to the start of Sumeru.
By the name of Kaedahara Kazuha.
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him.
Since the Vision Hunt decree has been
the
repealed,
music, man.
I no
Inazuma
longer have
music.
any grounds to officially arrest him.
Oh, Heizo!
Then again,
Heizo!
I guess something very interesting is about to happen.
Was a huge key on my free-to-play account.
That's it.
I had so much free time at the time when I first started playing Genshin. I started a free-to-play account just because I loved playing it so much.
Fracture! Can't move me! When I touched the hilt,
I ran Heizo as a main DPS on that account.
It's as if I was transported to a strange dimension.
Oh, faithful retainers. This is the blessed paradise that one has been searching for.
The
Here
official
is where we shall
schizophrenia event. I forgot about that.
I, who command the darkness, shall lead you
Awesome
to
soundtrack.
your dreams. the princess.
Yeah, that was such an
who has led
elaborate
us here
event,
to
too.
This sacred place.
My sincere gratitude to you for inviting me to join you on this trip, Your Highness.
So this was my first golden apple that I got to experience.
Astrologist forced into a juvenile role-playing game.
The dynamic between Fischl and Mona was so good.
Stop calling me that weird name.
Lady Majig.
Lady Majig. What the hell?
Excellent, most excellent.
Yeah, again.
Fischl,
That cast
that's
was
enough.
awesome together.
Come on, just play along.
Goofy ass music. Nice. Yeah, man. Between 2.7 and 2.8, the cast of characters they had together for those main stories was so good.
Have you heard of Ermin's Soul before?
And now we're moving on to 3.0 Sumeru. This was my first big new area after I started playing the game, so there's going to be so much nostalgia here.
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity a few hundred years ago. The sages later found the newly
Best
born
Archon.
Gender Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Nilu's Dance of Subzerus is about to begin.
And
The
they,
most important performance at the
for
Subzerus
me, I feel
Festival.
like 3.0 was a real evolution for the game
Countless
in terms of
beautiful stars
quality,
begin to bloom wherever she steps.
production value, animations, and music. Sumeru has my favorite music out of any region in the game. It's
We still
just
have to do our
incredible.
best to make sure that the
Between the
birthday girl feels
rainforest
loved on her special
and
day.
the desert,
The stage is going to be
peak
even
as
prettier
hell.
when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it. Trainee Forest Ranger Caller reporting for
there it is. Oh my god, dude, the music. So good. So good, man.
The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia.
Oh, the Withering,
It's said that
man.
it
Those
originates
puzzles
from
were
the
so much
depths of the
fun.
world. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering zones here for a long time. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline.
The music. Oh my god. I love Sumeru so much, man. So good.
Let's nip that in the bud. It's called an Akasha
Also,
term.
interesting to hear
It's a tool
the old
produced by
Tainari English
academia
voice.
that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata.
You may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the
Oh,
next
the
few
Divine
days.
Knowledge Capsule. I
Use it,
forgot when Al
and you'll
Hatham
gain
hit
the
it,
wisdom of the
shoved it in his
gods.
butt to hide it.
I need you
That
to
is
find
canon,
someone,
by the way.
a traveling merchant.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers?
The battle music, man. Ah, so good.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being handled.
Oh man, the domains, the salad chicken. Those puzzles are cool too, man. Sumeru had so many great things. Yeah, version 3 was
You all saw that just now?
just so good.
The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukadevata's death.
Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless
And we can't forget about the
activities in this
storytelling
land of
too. At least for me, the Sumeru story was like levels above everything prior.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
The Sub-Zeru's festival.
That's an awesome cutscene.
The birth of that god.
What's happening? Oh, come
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
It would be too risky to continue
So
the Subzerus
intense.
festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
on. We don't have many more festivals to waste.
Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
The world forget me.
The world forget me, man. The music. Oh, Sumeru. Oh, Sumeru. 3.1. I don't remember what 3.1 did. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember. Was that Alhaitham? No, Alhaitham didn't come out for a little while.
I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
Oh, the introduction to the desert.
Why is this high wall here?
I guess I don't remember us getting the desert so early, in all honesty. I mean, granted, there were a lot of expansions to the desert that came on much later in version 3.
It serves a more important purpose.
Oh,
keeping
man.
out people like us.
The music of the desert. So this would probably be Sino,
We've waited
right?
a long time for this day to come. Fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia.
Do you think the resurrection of
So
the Scarlet
good.
King can
The music.
truly change Sumeru for the better?
The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no
Candace
one.
release. One character I've honestly, like, not played at all is Candace.
A shield is not enough to protect the most important things.
So cool, man.
That's why I must also...
See what I'm saying? Just production value as a whole. To create that kind of a moment, that kind of a transition for a 4-star character. They just really, really leveled things up, starting with version 3.
You've betrayed our root village. Don't do anything until I
Alejandro Saab, my king! It's Sino, boys!
Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
The music, man. And I will say, one thing I really love about Sumeru is there was so much, what would be the word? Consistency and synergy with the music. Basically, anytime any character from Sumeru is on screen, you know it for a fact. There are some characters in some areas where they feel maybe a little bit detached, musically speaking, specifically. But with Sumeru, it was comprehensive and everything just matched and meshed so well. I just think the work they did with the music for all of Sumeru, all the characters, all the stories, all the expanded regions, just peak, absolute tops.
If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be
Okay, so it
heard.
was Nilou and Sino.
Positions. Here.
So pretty and nice. Even musically here, you've got some different elements, but the melody of it,
Life for the
and
desert
the flutes and the
dwellers has
strings
been
hitting
brutal
that
ever
still
since
feels
the
like
Scarlet King's
Sumeru.
death all
It's just
those
so
years
good.
ago. Feelings of desperation are widespread.
Traitors are
Now,
once
Alhaitham
followers of
music
the Scarlet King.
is a good example, because the Alhaitham music, at least for the demo, I don't remember what music they used to showcase him in the version trailer for, what was that, 3.3 when Alhaitham came out, right? Maybe 3.4? I don't remember. But the music they used there, I don't remember. But for his demo, it's very electronic, but it still feels like Sumeru. And then for Dia's demo, it's like heavy rock, but it still feels like Sumeru. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
One of us could be secretly revealing
They just
our
did such a good
whereabouts to the
job.
Academia.
And that cutscene. So
Answer me
intense,
this.
man.
Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
We're cheap labor.
So intense.
Livestock, but easier to control. Nothing
I love
more.
the dull blade claymore too.
My experiment is a success.
Did I just
And
laugh
now it
at the same
seems
time in
they
the
can
same
no longer
way
hold back their sheer
as Dottore?
admiration.
I remember this, dude. Catherine getting offed. And then the line about my experiment.
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
So good, man. So 3.2, this would have been the Nahida release.
Imagine this.
Right?
We have orchestrated
Yes,
our plan
surely.
and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
That all tracks.
Did I just see something dart by?
You have a little
Having
fairy
the doctor
girl,
gone
bro.
benefits him as well as us.
The story was so good, man.
Amazing. So this is how it feels feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
Oh, the music!
Yeah!
The Nahida motif!
Make yourself at home!
This is so good!
Yeah!
Did they ever release this song as its own standalone release? Like on a Hoyo Mix release on Spotify or something? Because I want to hear that on its own. Simply wonderful. See, it still feels like Sumeru. They just got such great cohesion in the soundtrack everywhere in Sumeru. It's awesome.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
So, you think this is over?
Great boss fight.
No.
Great cutscene, great story. It was just all great. It was all great.
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
The Balladeer has already become a god?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you.
Oh,
God
that special
wisdom.
domain area. I forgot about that.
At my command, you shall fall.
Great boss fight. Great soundtrack. Granted, this isn't his actual boss soundtrack, but just seeing this reminds me of it.
Was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I must admit that I'm a little
It
scared.
jams so hard.
But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Woo!
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Let's show them.
Imagine that Sino disagreeing with Al Hatham. The electric guitar, man.
All of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
Such a good cutscene, man. Sumeru, just everything about Sumeru was so good. Honestly.
We are using human wisdom to create a god. Let us reenact the scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Epic. So epic. So epic. It's the event teaser, but it's got poor Ormos music. So good. Everything about it, so good. I know it sounds like I'm fanboying over Sumeru, but when all of Sumeru was awesome, I don't know what to tell you.
Test of courage events tend to give rise to a variety of strange rumors
Oh,
and
the Halloween
stories.
event. This was a fun one.
So please, be sure to exercise caution.
How was that? Were you scared?
This is the one where you learned a lot about the yokai, right?
So, is there really a
Am I remembering that
ghost around
correctly?
here? Why does Paimon have a feeling that it's staring right at us?
Are you
talking to me?
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
From this day forth, Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
The Wanderer quest. I don't remember when that released.
Be able to see through my...
I guess I didn't realize it released so early in the patch. Again, I thought that came out later. That was a great quest.
Dottore.
In fact, that quest convinced me to pull the character.
Dottore! In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
So sick. And hey, I ended up with C1 Wanderer too. Love the gameplay. One of my favorite characters to play. Even still. And he works well with Yelan, so win-win. The Farzan music. I remember in her demo it had music very similar to this, and it's so fun.
Have fun with this gift.
Scaramouche, the mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
Classic key art right there.
A little get-together between friends, sipping
Lantern
the
Ride.
finest tea and watching lanterns
And this
float
was a
into the
great
sky,
one with the Hu
bidding
Tao
farewell
band
to the
and
past
everything.
and embracing the present with
Great,
joy.
great lantern right here. I'm telling you, version 3, just everything banged.
As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look?
I feel you, Venti. I'm the same way. I'm literally so excited for this because Lantern Rite music is always awesome.
You think I'll let anyone else perform the opening act?
A Lantern Rite Music Festival?
If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new
And the
era.
Lantern Rite motif is so emotional, and here they're just absolutely slaying it out.
I did a performance for everyone.
You wait! Ow! Yow yow! She's so cute!
Goofy freaking music, man. The little Hu Tao turnaround, a classic shot right into the key art. That was so good. That was so good. I think that was Yelan's first rerun after she came out, right? Is that correct? I don't remember. Like I said, I pulled on all of her reruns. Also, it's worth noting, something I don't remember if I commented on this earlier, if I was just thinking it. Those old version trailers were really long. I was watching them. Some of them were hitting like 3 to 4 minutes. And then like I remember a lot of these later on, the version trailers a lot shorter. And then they use up a ton of the video, usually for a little extra teaser. And then they go out to the end, and they like a third of the video is just the event preview. You know what I mean? It's interesting to see how that has changed over time as far as how they compose.
From violating matters regarding human evolution
these
to
version
attempting
trailers.
the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world.
Filthy outsider!
Your
Woo!
coming was foretold.
Yeah, my coming was foretold. You're right.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall.
So dark.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Al Hatham, baby. Alright, so the music in this trailer is still super electronic for Al Hatham. It's so cool. So freaking cool, man.
Drown in endless waves of monsters.
Hate that boss. That's another time waster.
You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Free foul meat, free fish. Let's go. Where's Venti's ult when you need it? That's a cool shot. That's a legendary shot right there. How many people use that as their desktop wallpaper after that came out?
Oh, dear creature.
Ew.
Why do you bow down?
Creepy voice.
For fear of the unknown? Or for power?
So this would be another Wind Bloom. Right, because it pretty much always goes Lantern Rite, then Wind Bloom.
Never seen anything.
I didn't realize that we had Wind Bloom and this new Dainsliff quest in the same patch, because this was a great quest.
Look on your face. What happened?
Like a mind-boggling quest, for sure.
I think that he might have seen you.
Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
Oh, is this when Dia came out?
Get it on! You're dead meat!
And I think why even with like heavy rock like this for Dia, it still feels like Sumeru because they're following a lot of the same chord progressions, basically just reprisals of the other motifs and leads that we've heard through various parts of Sumeru. A lot of them get reprised and used, you know, with slight tweaks and different variations with different instrumentation. And that's what's happening there. Is just the drastic change in dynamic and instrumentation makes it stand out. But like, at least for me, I still hear Sumeru when I hear it. Just, again, great cohesion. Here's Mika. If I could, I would skip this whole section, but for the sake of being true to the video, we'll watch the Mika part.
Let's keep going, team.
No offense to the Mika enjoyers. You're still human, even if you enjoy Mika. I'll stop.
Right?
Oh man, this event had such good dialogue with Sino.
I mean,
so
it's
good.
understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true great Vayu Viastra.
That's it. Think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
That was a good patch too, man.
I come from an ancient
Man, we're
race.
flying through Sumeru. Again, a lot of these version trailers got shorter later in the game.
Possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history
So
of
pretty.
dragons starts
Great
from
scenery.
the very beginning of Tevat.
Oh, this was the conclusion of the Nahida story with Epep.
We were victims of the apocalypse. We also became
Another
the
great story.
apocalypse itself.
Really great story, honestly.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
And that region was a really cool expansion for the desert. I didn't personally play a lot of it, but still.
Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what
Great
you
expansion,
know as
cool new
time.
enemies, all kinds of
Yet
cool
you
stuff.
call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
Apep boss theme music, man. So this is an interesting point of nostalgia for me, because I'm going to pause real quick, because I actually have like negative nostalgia for the Apep release, because it was after I did my video for the Apep boss theme that I went through a crazy situation with copyright on my channel and faced false copyright claims turning into copyright strikes. I ended up with 2 strikes on my channel the week I left for vacation. And I spent so much time on vacation trying to dispute them. And this was one of the videos involved, was my Apep boss theme video. And so like, I actually have like a lot of really negative emotions around this specific patch in this period of time and like my Genshin and my channel's journey because of all the bad stuff happening with the copyright. It was so stressful. So that's an interesting little like emotional trigger that comes from seeing Apep in this footage.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of
Oh,
laws.
Baizu. Character that I personally didn't like that much, but I pulled anyways because of how good he is and how well he works with other Dendro units and Dendro teams.
Taking a turn for the better.
Cool music.
Feast your eyes! Watch and learn!
And then there's Kaveh, the rarest character in the game somehow.
Sight clear.
How long was it before he got his first rerun? Like, damn near a year and a half.
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Being so mean to him. Another banger update.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share
Oh,
with
this
me?
was the introduction of TCG, right?
Wow! So this is the King of Invocations Grand Prix?
A card
I guess it might not have been the introduction of the game mode.
Interesting.
But I remember this being a very TCG-centered event.
Prodigy Best Favonian Cavalry Captain!
Sino got so much love in version 3. It's awesome. Deserved.
Alright. Say your piece, Challenger.
I
These shots are so cool.
Inazuma's Archon bolts her way to the semifinals, only to be stunned by a crafty opponent.
The nerve. Saying
Damn,
that in the
stunned by
presence
your
of
own
me
wife.
and A?
Lightning from Inazuma won't be able to reach me in Fontaine, right?
You must be tired after the walk back
Charlotte,
to shore.
the
Perhaps
first
I should let
Fontaine
you go
teaser.
first.
If this fried tofu with all the frills hasn't gotten
Little
too
Kirara
cold,
shot
I
too.
would be happy to play.
Tournament? The tournament has already finished. I used Forbidden Hand at the opportune moment.
So dramatic,
No
dude.
destination
It's
I can't
awesome.
deliver to. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Such a fun character. Actually, another character that I have but have barely used.
Express delivery.
The animations. Oh, man.
Wow. So, this is
I thought it was over again. They get these little extended teasers at the end. Oh, the Yoimiya story! Top. Absolute tops. It's my favorite character quest in the game, was this one. It was so touching, so moving. It was awesome. 3.8. This is the last Sumeru one.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes?
Pretty music here.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
Oh, this event and the Klee skin. Of course, I got the Klee skin, obviously, from my triple crowned
Kaya can be the
C2 Klee.
Mr. Honorary Knight can be the knight, and Paimon will be the fairy. Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce
So
your
fun.
respective adventure duties.
Yeah, dude, the railway system, that had some fun gameplay. I at least for me, I really enjoyed the railway system there. Chicka 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 choo. So adorable.
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride.
That whole area was really cool, really well done.
Look at that huge tent!
It feels like this event wasn't that long ago.
Experience being on stage?
But at this rate, based on the time of my recording, this would have been a year ago, a little over a year ago when this came out, and it like actually literally feels like yesterday.
I can't stand that feeling.
The music, dude, it's so cartoony. Carnival-ass soundtrack.
Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her.
Nice. Feel good vibes. Now we move on to 4.0 with Fontaine, and I know
I'm not sure exactly
some
when
of
it
these
began,
version trailers
but a
were
prophecy has been circulating around
insane,
Fontaine.
and this is one of them.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
The amount of
weeping
drama
on her
that they
throne.
built up just through these teasers was so well done. And again, we experienced another spike in quality and cohesion in overall storytelling, and
The
it's,
nation of Hydro.
Fontaine was incredible.
Acknowledge the value and
That
significance
shot,
of
man,
your
oh, that's a
Now,
classic shot.
You may rejoice in this. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
The first real listen at the Fontaine soundtrack, the
To the people of
accordions.
Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. Watch carefully now. Blink and you might miss it.
Character showcase time. Oh. Oh, I don't remember the music being like this. So funky and fresh, damn.
Step right up. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be
great
working as
drumming
my wonderful
too.
Assistant.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! I love Lynette, man. Such a funny character. They wrote her really well too.
Let the magic begin!
Here comes the finale.
Jazzy circus music, man.
I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea in peace.
So smooth, Fremine. Everyone's favorite acoustic. You can hear that acoustic guitar. That's what I'm talking about. It's so nice. It's so smooth.
If you look up at the sky from far enough underwater, even the sun is soft on the ice. These fossils are all that's left of these beautiful creatures.
Oh.
I wonder how long.
Lots
before the
of
rest
underwater
the world
memories.
becomes part of this underwater museum too.
And the underwater soundtrack. Ooh, so good.
Wait. Who am I?
The
The
drama
water is gradually swallowing
for
our
a
memories.
version trailer. My goodness, the way they set this story up was so
It
good.
won't be long before it swallows us.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates.
Oratrice
We want to know why it has
Analyse Cardinal.
consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Why can't it deliver sentences accurately? Because it was a busted system to begin with.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Is this part of the show?
You gotta be kidding.
What happened?
Charges
Such a
have now
good
been
story,
pressed,
man.
and
My
as
man,
such,
Nouvelette, what's up, brother? How
is
you
in
been?
order. Therefore, you would be wise to tell
That
everything you
cutscene
know
was so good
and seek the
too. Oh my
protection of the
gosh.
gods.
Dear
So many
God,
good memories.
It's a whole army of Gardamex. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Your so-called justice.
Now this is a long trailer, bro. We're 4 minutes in,
In your eyes,
but it's
the value
all
of a human
top
life
notch.
is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Tell him, Navia. Tell him.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
Forgot about the Tartaglia teaser. Oh.
You've got your rules.
And I've
Well,
got
I've got
mine.
mine too.
Cut. Oh man, I do remember how that trailer ended because it was perfect. The music. I mean, that 4.0 trailer is hard to beat. I think it might be 4.2. That is my favorite. We'll see when we get there. I can't quite remember which one it is exactly.
The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be
No.
regarded as a gathering.
The Fortress of Meripede is literally a
I
prison.
will arrange false charges
Some of my
against you
least
so that you may
favorite
secretly
gameplay and
investigate
storytelling
inside the
mechanics they have
fortress.
ever
The
used in
truth
this
is,
game.
this place
Not
has a
even
lot
gonna
of
lie. I hated the Fortress of
All of our
Meripede.
informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards.
I like the characters and the story
suddenly
itself was
vanished.
good, but man, they dragged that shit out for way
Something
too
bad will
long.
happen during lunch on the third day.
A mysterious box, a bottle of crimson liquid.
Now Risley,
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds?
great character,
Don't
man.
ever go
Great
near them at night.
character.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance.
The music, so good.
This could get a little chilly. Time's up. Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and
Damn.
gentlemen.
You see, an interesting thing about that, you know, I talked about the cohesion of the music in Sumeru, and Fontaine is an area in particular where I feel like we miss a lot of that, because, you know, Risley, I could hear that on its own, and I would not think Fontaine. I might think Risley because I have that, you know, that visual association. But as far as like Fontaine as a whole, I don't know. To me, it doesn't connect that way. There's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but I think it, you know, it's just further used to praise the great job that they did creating that cohesiveness across all forms of media for Sumeru. Part of why, for me as a musician, I love Sumeru so much personally.
What could it be? After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
And now,
Clorn getting one of her 2 voice lines she was allowed early in the game.
This turn of events.
Nouvellette! Same thing with the music again, honestly. This music, you get a little bit of that Fontaine sound from the harpsichord. Is that the right instrument there? They went so hard for everything on Nouvellette.
I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand.
But again, and it's the same thing in his character demo. The musical cohesion just isn't quite there. Not a complaint. Just using it to back up my high praise of Sumeru. I just think Sumeru was absolute top-tier marketing from a musical perspective.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? Melazines can't be trusted. That goes for Nouvellette too.
Oh, shut the hell up.
There's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Risley, where did you take my siblings?
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress.
Oh, those cutscenes. All those cutscenes in the fortress were so sick.
From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, have failed to take action.
Who are you? What are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you.
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Nouvellette!
Again, the drama. Oh, man.
You will see much in the human world.
They sold the drama of the Fontaine story so well.
One day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
No, it's not. It absolutely is necessary. You're the best, homie. And we got like our first real introduction to Arlecchino there too. Now, when we get into the Arlecchino stuff, they went really hard for Arlecchino, like through the version trailers and everything. It was so sick. I can't wait to get into that. All right, so this is version 4.2, Masquerade of the Guilty. I remember seeing the name Masquerade of the Guilty. This is probably, I think we're going to redetermine after rewatching it here. At the time, for me, this was like absolute top version trailer.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Alice Cardinal.
Yeah, he said the line.
The Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
And dude, the vocal performances, both for Ray Chase as Nouvellette and Amberly Connors as Farina.
You and I both know that there may be
the dynamic for those two in the story was incredible.
Who happened to be
the whole
close to the
Fontaine
water
story
didn't
was
have a
just
chance to escape.
fantastic.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon.
And the Farina release.
Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Farina music is a blast. It is super fun, super playful, very eccentric, just like her. The animations too, dude. What a great character. More Charlotte.
Say cheese. Breaking news. I know you're
you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about
A classic shot. Classic
the water,
cutscene.
I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
Again, so much drama.
Been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
Showing off all the great voice acting.
Fusel, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a moment.
So good, man.
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the floor will now
this
begin.
trial is... I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Oh man, Nuvolette, bro. That cutscene moved me to tears. So good.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
Oh, this was the Skirk teaser too.
The
Oh,
prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
right there. Oh man, dude. Twitter went crazy for that.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that for me, that is such a crazy good version trailer. Absolutely love that one.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty
4.3.
technical job. Are you really up to it?
And remember this one Navia dropped, and this was a Chevreuse released as well, right? And after how dramatic
Put no thought
everything
into
was
finding
leading
a
up to the
camera
Archon
angle.
quest
If the
and like those
characters
version
weren't in
trailers
the
and the
shots,
quest itself, this was like such a fun, lighthearted breath of fresh air.
Navia, president, leader,
And Navia was the
commander-in-chief,
perfect character for them to use
director, and
for
boss
something
of
like that.
Zero Sula.
A real palate cleanser.
Hey there! Yeah!
Whew.
Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
Oh, that bass drop was nasty.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your positions. Camera
Oh,
ready. Get the
Chiori, did she
clover
release in that
board.
patch or did she just get
Your
introduced?
position. Lights, camera, action. Enough, villain.
The director
Pay for the
Farina
death of
story
our
arc
mother.
was so good too.
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think two muskets
That was a
would
great
be enough
story.
to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Filthy. Filthy.
Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail.
Nice drumming
Not
too.
bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevreuse?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
One of the greatest voice lines in Genshin history.
That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Deadpool humor there.
Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Oh, this was the new Lantern Rite with Gaming.
Liyue Harbor is always changing.
And this was a Lantern Rite I actually pretty much missed. Unfortunately, I was just busy with life in general at the time. And I did not get to really experience this one, which is a shame.
Spread good fortune during a holiday season.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Is that so?
Sunglee's like, who now? Oh, Gaming music is so good, man.
Kiosk. My treat.
He's one of the few 4-star characters that I did a video for. because so many people requested it specifically because this music is so good.
Up to it, Manzai.
A kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars.
O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just awaiting to be found.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days of separation would finally end.
Beautiful, man. And that shot of Cloud Retainer,
Lantern Rite should be
an
a
iconic
day of
shot.
reunion.
Everybody and their mom on YouTube was using that in thumbnails and like video intros and stuff. Just a great shot.
I don't know.
And Chin Yu Veil, man. I did a whole video about the Chin Yu Veil music. If you haven't seen it yet, I encourage you to check it out. It's some of my favorite music in Genshin, if not my absolute favorite.
Spare my innocent child. I alone am the source of this sin.
Shanyun, let's go! The music, man. So good!
Make way for the Adeptus.
Now, Shanyun's a character that I kind of regret not pulling. I may pick her up on a rerun banner in the near future. If she gets a rerun banner in the near future, she could end up in rerun hell like Shinha, her daughter.
Wow, I can't believe
Alright, this was the Chiori update, 4.5.
Mondstadt's entire wine industry in my own two hands. I can just see it now.
The alcoholics
The more alcohol
patch.
those drunkards consume, the more sober they'll become.
I wonder if it could also be used to turn water into wine?
Alternatively, a strength-enhancing potion could make it so that Paimon could take down an abyss
More
mage
goofy,
all her
fun
own.
carnival music.
How are we supposed to make a potion like that? The pain from walking on all that rough terrain. It's like it was never there. With this in my arsenal, I bet I could deliver 200 orders in a single day.
Damn.
Excuse me.
She's flying, huh?
Coming through. Coming through.
Hope that package was insured.
Jerry, your shipment's here.
Need a bit of letting out around the middle.
No, just
Ran into a bit of trouble. It's up to me to decide who I want to be and to cut my own path. No one can tell me what to do.
That music is so goofy. So fun.
Let's go, Tomato.
I finally got to use Chiori in
Delicate as silk.
I forget the name of the event. It was a combat event in Genshin where we could use her as a trial. It was really fun. Super cool character. I just don't have a great use for her on my account.
Return my outfit. What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh?
You didn't get bought out by my competitors, did you?
So snotty. Yeah, these last several ones have been good examples of like how the trailers got shorter, you know, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes max.
They hunt for food, compete with each other,
The
even
Arlecchino
cooperate.
batch. Man, dude.
They enjoy participating
They rolled
in
out
activities
so
like
much good
that.
stuff here. The
And the
animated
feeling is mutual.
cutscenes, everything.
After all, it's always possible certain familiar faces will be missing from the crowd.
And then, of course, the
next
story
time a
itself was
similar event
fantastic.
rolls around.
Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Sino, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
It was a great plan, shrouded in secrecy.
We all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
That's how I gained my power.
The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Participating in the plan will lose a lot of members.
Remeria music. That's another one.
I did not anticipate
I need to do a
you
full
needing it
video
after
for.
presenting you with the
Lots of people have
gnosis.
said Remeria music in specific is really, really good, and they're right. I personally haven't gone to like listen to it like as a standalone work, but hearing it and passing through the game, cutscenes, story, stuff like that, it is fantastic.
If
I should
you
do
accept my proposal,
a comprehensive
Monsieur,
video for
unless
Remeria music
absolutely
sometime soon.
necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
All the Arlecchino stuff is so dark, so gritty. It's just so cool.
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon.
An order
So
once
cool.
given cannot be rescinded.
Oh, Sethos! Now that guy's got some
Do you
crazy
have
ass
any
music
idea
too.
what you're doing? You're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
So we had Sethos
Traitor.
and
Sino
Gaming
was
back to
chosen,
back.
But he was not the only one.
In my
Would you
opinion,
like
the
me
two
to
best
return my
4-star
power?
soundtracks.
I'm really looking forward
I'd put
to this
Toma
round of
way up there.
duels.
Toma's soundtrack is great
The
as
wisdom
well.
of Hermanubis would have been ours.
I want you to become the next king of the house.
So cool,
Yet
man.
you seem to have different
That boss
ideas.
fight was so
I'm not
cool.
saying I have all the answers, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with
Please.
tainted water.
I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
So
Good
much
things
drama
come to
again,
children who
bro.
do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along.
There are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
So
No
intense. Holy
demonstration of
crap.
loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
That was some good stuff, bro. That was some good stuff. They went so hard for Arlecchino.
Traveler.
Dang, we're up to 4.7. We've almost cleared
Would
it.
you join us?
We're in the
and
final
play
stretch, gamers.
Say Hunter Judgment Day?
This really has been a blast. What a trip down memory lane.
This script was adapted from
Both for the
real history
patches
of
that
the
I was there
Marshall
for
Hunters.
and the ones
You
that I
all
wasn't
play
there
the role of
for.
Hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Oh, the Chlorine patch.
Many of my habits
Chlorine
are
music
customs I've
is
adopted from the
hardcore.
Marshall
I don't remember if they
tradition.
like go really
They
hard
fought
for
against
her
monsters,
showcase in this
while I
trailer or
fought
not, but her
against
demo,
lawbreakers. For when I draw
heavy
my
music.
blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
Okay, yeah, they don't go that hard here. It's just kind of fitting in with the trailer at this point. Yeah, dude, her demo is like straight up metal, kind of like Dia. Super
Time to
intense.
testify.
Kind of like her animations. Super
Madam
intense.
Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present.
So vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place.
What's
So,
interesting is
I'll
this
explore
patch
this place with you to the end.
was the beginning of when I took a very recent break from Genshin Impact. I think I went better part of 2.5 months without playing. I basically signed in, pulled Chlorine, and then put it down for a while. And like that's been my life the last couple months leading up to the release of 5.0 in Natlan. And it's been really nice actually to take a break from the game. It's got me really excited to be back and like catching up on all this content from it. And
Let's
new
never
area,
stop
new
hoping
characters
for
in
that
Natlan coming out.
Way ahead of you!
I'm a big believer in taking breaks from games when you feel burnt out, and now I'm back to playing Genshin, and it just feels really fun again.
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course.
Man, that's cool.
So much more dangerous.
Oh my gosh, the Sejuani music.
Well, if it hurts, just let me know.
It's so cute. And this is like the music from her demo.
Let's blow bubbles!
Such a cute character, man.
Don't be nervous. Just
She makes you smile. She really does.
A strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontanian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
In the new world, they bade
Oh,
farewell
that is such a
to the
cool
shrouded
shot,
sun.
man.
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marashosei hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you?
That reminds
That's why
me.
you have a human appearance.
There's a Dainsliff quest that I haven't completed
Quite the
yet.
gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
I need to play
That
that quest.
Captain Dainsleif could
I just
accomplish his
realized.
own goal. The loom of fate has already been completed.
Yeah. That quest may be necessary before I start the 5.0 Archon quest.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
And that was a fun patch because they released that animated short based around Aether and Lumine, and that was a really, really great video too. Okay, 4.8, the end of
Ormos is
Fontaine.
currently organizing a flower exhibition.
And I know that we just watched the 5.0 Natlan trailer
Surround yourself
and did a
with
video on
fragrance
it like
for too
last
long,
week. We're
and
gonna
your
watch it
sense of
again at
smell
the
will
tail end of
become
this just
Allow
to kick it
yourself
off
to
and
be
get hyped
consumed
for
by your
Natlan.
emotions and
Woo!
your moods
Nice shot, give the cameraman a raise.
I'm Emily, a perfumer from Fontaine.
The music for Emily is so smooth. Just funky enough to make you bob your head, but still soft and mellow.
The hero from another world, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to the world.
Again, a summer event. I ended up missing this one because I was still taking my break from the game.
Morning.
But they've still got those great feel-good vibes for it, right?
It wasn't just a dream.
This was the costumes for Kirara and Nilu too. Yeah, yeah.
She doesn't eat hamsters, does she? I remember I was reading a book at the Grand Bazaar.
Nice, looks so good.
And I woke up dressed like this.
Such a great vibe. The whole aesthetic and the music here is just fantastic.
So this is what it feels like to ride a toy train. You're really easy to please, Navia. Choo-choo! Aerial Express moving out. Ooh, that's an adventure and a half. You all
An adventure and a half.
to work this hard?
If you actually expect me to
Oh, and this has Wanderer and that dragon, the Lego dragon.
to find the dragon responsible for this whole mess.
The dragon sovereign of Bionicle. Alright, hey, let's catch up to the 5.0 trailer now. Alright, so 5.0, like I said, I just recently recorded a full video, like breaking down the music and everything for this, so if you haven't seen that yet, I'd encourage you to check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip down memory lane with me. This was awesome. Be sure to like the video, subscribe for more, and I will be streaming lots of Natlan stuff once the update comes out, so keep an eye out for that here on the channel.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Hey man, Natlan
There's
music?
something in the depths of this place that feels
Cannot
familiar,
wait for that.
yet also foreign.
The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine the strongest among us, but also a stage upon which to showcase your individual growth.
The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending
So
fire
good,
from the
man. And again, the production value went up
Natlan is only
again
safe from the invasion of the abyss
with the
while
Natlan
secret
marketing
flame
and
burns
promotional
eternal.
stuff like this. Dude, I mean, look at the animations, the transitions, everything. Look at that. It's so sick.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Oh my gosh, Natlan looks so good. This is going to be
I'm
so
still
much
not sure
fun.
why Arwayup chose me of all people. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro
And by the
Archon
time you're watching
and
this
heroes
video,
from every
Natlan will
tribe
already
to
be out. I
finally
hope everyone's
repel the
enjoying their
abyss.
journey through Natlan.
Even so, the
I know
effects
I'm
of the
excited to
invasion
start
lingered
mine.
for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. I really want to win this time and become a true warrior. But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. The Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
There she is. She-Lu.
Night Kingdom? Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
So much lore happening there.
Heard something from here, didn't you? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
You'll die if you try to make your way
Can't wait for this
Why don't
story,
you just give
man.
up?
You want to know why I won't give up?
I should have done.
Not even gonna lie, watching all the old trailers has got me even more excited now. Somehow even
Natlan
more
is on the
excited.
verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back.
That music, man.
Why?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
We'll never make it!
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
We shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
What use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, man.
But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Your plan has reached an impasse.
So
and
sick,
now
man.
it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan.
People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
So sick. Oh, man. Oh, dude. The hype. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't expect to get myself that much more hyped up. Honestly, a lot of this was about like hyping up everybody else and just like doing something fun with the community to look back over everything. But man, that's got me fired up now. Gamers, this was a lot of work putting this together and getting the video edited. I've put timestamps all the way through. Took a lot of time. If you enjoyed this trip, please support the channel by giving us a thumbs up, subscribing. You can find us on Twitter and Discord. Links to everything's down below. And once again, we've got live streams galore happening once Natlan comes out. I haven't done a lot of streaming lately, so I'm super excited to just get in here, grind the exploration, grind the story, and have a great time with this new update in Genshin with the community. So I'd love to see you there. I'll catch you in the next one. Love the games, love yourself, and I love you. Bye!